Welcome into the Rundown July 3rd edition. The day before Independence Day did not disappoint as always, and of course, there were fireworks. Let's check it out.
Don't tell the Wachusett Dirt Dogs they're in the basement of the West as they crushed the Pittsfield Suns 17-3 on Sunday. 4 different Dirt Dogs went yard, including Mania, Walsh, Alexi, and House. Clark's Kyle Bonicki had 2 RBI on 4 hits and 4 runs scored, while Post Don Walsh had a solid 5 RBI on 3 hits with 3 runs scored. And we can't leave out FIU's Scott Mania, who had 3 RBI on 3 hits and 3 runs scored as well. An absolute duel out in Nashville went to the visitors from Seacoast as the Mavs defeated the Silver Knights 2-1. Dartmouth's Jack Fossen got the win, going 7 innings, allowing 0 runs on 3 hits while striking out 4. St. John's Gavin Hollowell was an impressive for the Knights, going 6, allowing 0 on 3 hits, as well as striking out 5. Alvin Swoop at Mount Olive had 1 RBI on 2 hits in the game. The North Shore Navigators had the Worcester Bravehearts number Sunday night, taking the game 7-6 over the league leaders. Again, Mike Diaconti stepped up to the plate, no pun intended. The Southeastern product had 2 hits on 3 RBI, including his 7th home run of the season. Salem State's McDaniel Singleton had 3 hits of his own from the leadoff spot and a run scored. And for you Worcester fans out there, all hope was not lost. The hitting streak of Assumption's Mike Cogshaw is still alive at 17 games. The Martha's Vineyard Sharks are on fire, staying undefeated on the weekend with an 8-3 win over Brockton. Doug Schaefer out of Williams had 3 RBI on 1 hit, a double, and a run scored in the game. Tufts' Tim Superco had a good day on the bump, grabbing the W over 5 innings pitched, surrendering 2 unearned runs and striking out 4. The Bristol Blues stopped their little skid, defeating the Torrington Titans 8-3 at home in front of a sold-out crowd of 3,200. 8 out of the 9 Bristol batters had a hit in this one, with Maris Frankie Grigori stealing the show, racking up 2 RBI on 2 hits, scoring 2 runs and walking once. Eckerd's Nick Conti also had 2 RBI on 1 hit, scoring 1 run and walking twice.
Now it's time for the Futures League Pitcher and Player of the Night, brought to you by On Deck Sports, the official sponsor of the Futures League.
The On Deck Sports Pitcher of the Night goes to Seacoast's Jack Fossen out of Dartmouth, who went 7 strong, allowing 0 runs on 3 hits while striking out 4 in a huge win over Nashua on the road. The On Deck Sports Player of the Night goes to Wachusett's Don Walsh out of Post University, who had 3 hits and 5 RBI, as well as 3 runs scored in the blowout victory over Pittsfield. Here's a look at your West Division standings. Worcester drops 2 and falls to 17-8. Bristol picks up 1 to get to 500 at 13-13. Pittsfield drops to 3rd at 12-14. Torrington is still right on their tails at 11-15, and Wachusett moves a game closer at 10-17. In the East, Seacoast is now the leader at 18-9. Nashua is in second at 17-10. Martha's Vineyard is surging at third at 13-15. North Shore is out of the basement for the first time all season at 12-16. Brockton drops to last at 12-17. On deck for the Futures League on Monday, 3 games in play on Independence Day as the Blues host the Bravehearts in a doubleheader with some fireworks postgame down at Muzzy Field starting at 4:30 and continuing at 7. And the Suns host the Silver Knights out west in Pittsfield at 7.
And that's it. That's our show here on The Rundown. Enjoy your 4th of July out there, Futures League fans.